Good morning. I lost my glasses. I'm running a little late because I lost my glasses. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I don't know what to I don't know what to report other than yeah, I lost my glasses. I lost my glasses. It's not that I can't draw without them. I just lost my glasses. It's going to be a little bit difficult to get anything done without them. So we're going to see what we can do. We're going to see if we can load into this game and, I don't know, see shit. We might not be able to see anything. I mean, we can see. But we don't have our glasses. It's, like, so important that we have our glasses because we want to be able to make good art. Well. This morning we're listening to a little bit of hard techno and acid techno, if you guys don't mind. Went ahead and pinned it for you. There we go. But papa. So a lot of servers wipe in the next 4 days. If you're tuning in for the art, just give it 1 second. We'll be on our way there. Just ignore this big scary guy with the barcode on his face. You know what? Don't forget to stretch your shoulders. Everybody do their arm circles. Arm circles. Reach to the left. Oh, reach to the right. Reach to the sky, whether it's day or night. Reach to the back. Reach to the front. There you go. Don't you feel a little bit better now? Yeah, no rhyme to end that with. Sorry, guys. Good morning. Yeah, I wonder where my glasses went. It's kind of unusual for me to misplace them. They usually live kind of like in the same spot, you know? Whoops. Ooh. I like it. I call these like running beats, or it sounds like horses galloping. I love a good running beat. That synth might be a bit much this morning. Alright, here we are. I put our painting outside, just in case anybody wanted to look at it. This one right here. That's the last painting from our last art stream on, I think, Friday it was. Let's go over to the orange room. I'm going to show you that. I made Club Orange. I call it Fresh Squeeze. I'm waiting for some feedback on it. Nobody's giving me any feedback on it. I made a whole YouTube video, guys. On this venue, on this location, on this thing that I worked really hard on. Look, I made all of this. Well, I mean, it used to be lined up. Somebody picked them up and put them down. Because that used to be perfectly lined up. No, how would anyone pick them up and put them down? Nobody has access on this. Oh, that used to look perfect. I'm glad it looks perfect in the video. Oh, well. Let's go back home and paint. Maybe I could paint on a rock. That'd be fun. Let me up! No, duh. Alright. What should we paint on this rock? Right? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Nobody's here to suggest to me something to draw, so I'll just kind of, you know, do whatever. Hell nah. Trying to get this ocean thing that we started kind of right, you know? I really liked trying to draw the ocean the other day, and I would really like to try it again. Maybe this time we'll do with reverse curvature, so see how the Earth is kind of nooping instead of nooping. That didn't make sense. It's doing this. Oh, you can't see that. Bear with me, please. Thank you. It's doing this instead of doing this. Concave versus convex, I believe. Right? It's the difference between concave and convex? Whatever. Whatever. We got this. I know. It's first thing in the morning, but this is what we are listening to. I woke up a little bit late. Ooh, 11:11. Make a wish, make a wish, make a wish. Everybody make a wish. White rabbit, white rabbit, white rabbit. Did you guys know that it's a superstition if you say white rabbit on the first of the month, it'll bring you luck for the rest of the month? So I always do. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. There we go. White rabbit. Okay. Let's think here. So I'm actually using green, not black. I'm using green right there. Whoops. Because the ocean is, yeah, it's green to some effect. It's green, it's blue, it's purple. It's a lot of different colors, really. We're making the moon, right? I don't know what he just said, but it sounded like be more cheese pizzas. And I love that idea. I love cheese pizza. Be more Be more cheese pizzas. If anyone knows what he said, please do let me know. I'll probably Google it later. Because I don't think he said be more cheese pizzas. I don't see why he would say that. If he did say that, you know, I'm not gonna, no hate, like, at all. Be more cheese pizzas. I love, alright. I know I'm not an outlier. I love silly, and I mean like silly music. I think part of that is in the early 90s, a big music trend was funk in the early 90s, but like pop funk. One of the most iconic songs I could think of that we'll listen to towards the end of this mix, unless someone is like, no, we want to hear it now. But we'll listen to it at the end of this mix. It's called Walk the Dinosaur by Was Not Was. Like, that's the name of the band, Was Not Was. And there's a dance. There were all these little line dances you would do. Not really line dances. There were all these little, like, you know, group dances that were coordinated. And you'd learn them. And the song would come on, and it, you know, it would be in the club, and you'd be doing this, the Macarena. Do you remember the Macarena? You know, and the YMCA. That was before my time, but that sustained well through the 90s. But all these, I love these group dances because, you know, you feel kind of silly. But when you're all doing it together, it's like, oh yeah. Oh, you know what group dance I can't stand though? The hustle. Get that thing away from me. Do the hustle. I can't. I don't know how. I never figured it out. Do the hustle. Boop, 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 boop. No clue. No clue what's going on over there. All right. So now we're going to add a little bit of unevenness with the shadows we're pulling in here. We're doing it with the black, and then we're going to go back over with the dark green, like a little bit. We have our opacity down pretty far because we don't want to accidentally overwhelm our piece. We're also going to go in with the dark blue, and every now and then kind of add that over the green as well. And we're going to take the dark purple and do that too, because as you can see, we have the purple highlighting coming down the middle of the piece. And we want to have all of those colors existing in the shadows. And the third thing we're going to do, this seems a little silly, but it's not, I promise you, is we're going to take a little bit of red, and we're going to make it really, really, really opaque. And we're just going to kind of bop, bop, beep, bop, boop, bop, beep, boop, bop down the center. Right? Because that's doing is it's bringing warmth back into the equation, where we've kind of covered a lot of the warmth and we've made more of the edges these cool tones. Take this aqua and put it right there too. And now we can go back in with our purple, have that down really opaque, and we can kind of bring that periwinkle back where we had originally put it in a kind of a sweeping motion. And now it's not looking like water necessarily yet, but we are getting more of a, we're getting more motion. See how we're getting more motion here? And that's what we're going to try and do here today, is we're just going to try and add some motion into what we're doing. Bow, bow, bow. So according to everything that I have set up, it says we're live on YouTube. According to YouTube, it says we're not. We'll figure it out one of these days, I promise. I promise we'll figure it out one of these days. Let's make that the moon a little bit less moony. There we go. I want to add some gray back in. Bring down the size, and then put back the white. A little bit less than that. That's really strong. We can do 1, 2, and then 3, and then we can bring the opacity down. Right? Kinda? Yeah. Something. It's doing something. There we go. And now we're gonna kind of step back and look at it on the rock. Yeah, art on a rock. Art on a rock. Art on a rock. Art on a rock. I love it. I do love it. There we go. Whoop. I'm scared to add more detail to the water. I'm scared. It's what needs to be done, but I'm scared. Alright, so we're going to take colors that already exist, and we're going to make our wave detailing out of those. And remember that the waves are going to be longer the closer they are to us. And they're going to be kind of like shorter the farther they are. So it's okay to do like big, nice sweeping lines in the front, but then in the back it should be kind of dotty. Right? Gorgeous. It's really starting to work here there. Right? Looking to make a dark and tumultuous sea that also looks very like appealing, something that you want to dive into. And I do love drawing stuff you guys suggest, so if you ever feel like suggesting something and I'm not already like working on something, just let me know. I love, love, love drawing things that people request. It's fun, it's a fun game, it's a good challenge, you know? Some of this. There you go. See that line right there? I want to get rid of that. I don't know what that's doing there. Da-da-da-da. Oops. Just adding some purple back in the middle. See how we have motion now with that wave? It's imperfect, but it is motion. And it is kind of what we're looking for. Again, imperfect, but it is kind of what we're looking for, and we're going to be very happy with the results because we're still learning. And we're going to be really honest with ourselves about that, you know? We are still learning. It's okay to still be learning. It's always okay to still be learning. I find a certain type of like almost divinity in learning. Like, yes, this is something I don't know. I'm building new pathways in my brain. I'm intaking new data, and in doing so, morphing into another iteration of my human self. I think that's gorgeous. I think that's wonderful. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, that might be too much blue. And again, I don't have my glasses today, so if things look a little funky, we're doing something a little experimental without the glasses here today. Right? A little experimental. Let's see here. So now what I'm doing is I'm trying to paint in some of the seafoam, and I'm pulling everything I learned from painting along with Bob Ross. Yep, real useful shit. I'm using everything I learned painting along with Bob Ross on how to do like clouds and how to do underlayers and underlighting. That is exactly where I'm pulling this information from in my mind. So if you're wondering why, oh my god, those are actually kind of looking good. You know what? They are kind of looking good. Thank you. I think so too. Also, thank you, Bob Ross, for very specifically doing what you did. You know, after I started painting with Bob Ross, you know what I started doing? I really started paying attention to the sky. I'm sure we all remember that old, it was on Tumblr, somebody put it on Twitter. Where hasn't it been? You know, do you see or do you remember the color of the sky? It says that an ad's going to start in 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and roll it now because we're just chilling, and I'm probably going to change the music because this was great to wake up to, but maybe we want some drum and bass. So I'll see you guys in 1 minute. Here we go. Okay, so it's kind of like, it looks kind of blurry. Does it look blurry to you guys? It looks blurry to me. And I can't tell if it looks blurry because I don't have my glasses, ha 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 ha, or if it because it looks blurry because it looks blurry because it looks blurry because I made it blurry. Ah. I feel like this just doesn't look round. How can I make you more round? More round. Here we go. We're gonna call that good enough, and we're gonna paint something else. I don't really know what else I could put in it, you know? I hate this door. I built that door like, yeah, I can make that jump every time. I can't. Here we go, let's put it on the wall. To the wall! We're gonna change it tonight just to see how this looks at night. Oop. Now we just gotta rearrange stuff so it fits. Yep. Good enough. Dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. This window is killing me. Alright, cool, 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 cool. So now, what we can do is, let's go see if we have any more. Oh, it's this. Yeah. Oh, dear Lord. Dear Lord. The table isn't stable. Oh, no. Hmm. Should I paint? What should I paint? What should I paint? What should I paint? I'm looking for... Oh no. I'm looking for something. I'm looking for a reference. I'm looking for... What am I looking for? What the hell? I'm looking for something. Pixel sky. That's a cute concept.
Chasing echoes in this wireframe, a digital ghost in a glowing flame. Data whispers beneath my feet, heartbeats sing to the drum beat. Pixel sky, pixel sky. I can't fall, lights flash through my mind. Pixel sky, pixel sky.
Maybe? It's a concept. It's a concept. Oh.
stretch through alleyways. The city's pulse, it hums, it plays a secret song. The skyline prays. Wheels spin, hearts race, chasing stars in electric lace. It's like a midnight drift. Feel the world, let it shift. Lights blur, time won't stay. We'll burn the night away. Engines purr like restless cats. Smoke curls, fades, no looking back. Lanterns glow in quiet stacks. Dreams collide, a fleeting night. Eyes locked, no sound. The world turns. We're unbound. It's like a midnight drift.
I'm chugging my coffee, don't mind me.
Let it shift. Lights blur. Time won't stay. We'll burn the night away.
Okay, so we're working on this. Not really sure what we're doing. Never played with the square tool before. Thinking we'll start out by doing, you know, like a little gradient and seeing where we can go from here. Again, not sure if this is going to show out to be anything really good, but we're trying new things. And that's kind of an important part of trying new things, is letting go of the part where you're expecting it to be perfect. Like, I'm not expecting this to be anything perfect because I'm trying something new. That's the beauty of it. Oops. Oh. Right. Right? Like that, and then like this. Why does that look like a completely different color than that? Am I losing my mind? No. It's because it is a completely different. It's because it is. Oh. Right? Right? Yeah. I did it. I kind of did like a gradient, but with squares. I'm pretty proud of that. We're just playing with tools. Testing shit out. Having fun with color. Oh, that looks gorgeous from over here, doesn't it? Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Having fun with this shape. Oh, you know what we can do? We could put this over here. There we go. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do. Hold on. I'm trying to do something. I think I need to, yeah, I need to turn my DPI down. Anchor my rose. Can you guess what I'm drawing?
A pixel hum calls my name. Neon skies, they're not the same. Every shadow holds a code game.
I have to study. I might actually get a source for this. I haven't drawn this in a really long time. This angle. This angle. Oh, what did I just do? What's that? Oh, wait, I meant to put that line there. It's kind of like a cross. It's not really a down. Let's see here. Maybe. We're gonna figure this out. We're gonna figure this out. I did yoga longer than I did ballet, so it's like, yoga hips, ballerina legs. Wait a minute. I think we already listened to this song like twice in this mix. That's crazy. It's the same 4 songs over and over. But maybe they thought we wouldn't notice. But like I did. Oops. I'm gonna run an ad. I'll see you guys in 1 minute. So it keeps our pre-roll off at 60 seconds for you guys to stretch, for you to grab some water, for you to take care of your human body. Don't ever forget to neglect your human body. It's so important. I will see you in 1 minute to run an ad. And if you don't experience the ad, hello, hello. We're trying to draw a ballerina. It's looking kind of more like a yoga person. Maybe it'll be a figure skater. Who knows? We're just kind of working on it. I am, however, about to grab a reference. Just let me go ahead and grab a reference. All right. So I'm getting a reference up. Let's see here. This should be relatively easy, right? Yeah, okay. This is what I want this, but from a different angle. So I found the angle I want, but she's covered in a dress. So I'm like, okay, okay. We can work with this. Let me put on the screen what I'm trying to draw. This way you guys can kind of see it. Let me just get a... What? Whatever. But her toe isn't pointed the same way that the toe is pointed for us, so maybe we can fix that. Let's see here. I know that this would be an extension, and then, hold on, let's just get rid of this back leg since it's not very good. And let's go back to our source. Here we go. Actually, picture that we're trying to draw based off of. There we go. Turn the size down, turn the opacity up. And it looks like she's got way more upright. I was thinking that. She must be very, very skilled at what she does because of how much upright she's got. Right? And I can't, let's see, which foot is on the ground for her? It's her... Oh, and I have the wrong foot on the ground. Oh dear, jeez Louise and cheese. Just like really giving myself challenge after challenge out here. Let's draw backwards. Let's not draw backwards. Okay, so let's see if we can fix this so her right foot is on the ground. That's going to be her body, and then it looks like this would be her other leg, so... To me, that looks like her right leg. I don't... Let's see what we could do here. Hold on. Now she's a tube. Okay. Hold on. If that's her other leg, and this leg is coming, and it's her hip, and then hold on, wait, her hip, and then it goes like this, and then it would... What? Okay, hold on. Let me just... Maybe I had to erase this whole part of her body, because, whoops, because it's confusing me. I think that's what's going on. Her body is confusing me. Alright, we are back to square one. You know what if I just like, you know what we could do right now? We could do something really silly and we don't have to draw the ballerina. Hey, good morning, Hatsoko. How are you today? We could just, we're trying to draw a ballerina here and it's not like working because I angled her backwards. Now we're just being silly. Now we're just being silly. Happy holidays. We're just being silly with the lampshade. Well, that does give us an idea. That does give us an idea. How are you doing today, Hatsoko? Cappuccino? Cappuccino ballerina. We're just trying to figure out. So I drew her, and I drew her kind of backwards, so like facing facing away from the camera, and pretty quickly realized that that was the worst idea. I also put her leg in the middle, when her leg should probably be over on this side of the painting. It's a trial and error here. Maybe we'll make her like... Hold on. What the frick? What am I doing? I'm so confused. I'm so confused right now. Cappuccino ballerina, cappuccini balleruni, cappadoopalada boo boo. right? And then this would come out that way like that, and then it would, her feetsies all pointed like that, and then there we go, like that. Ha ha ha. Sorry, got a little hype there for a minute. And then her arm is up there like that, and then her head is up there like that, and then her other arm is like really up there like that. And now we're doing some forced perspective because what did I do? We can do forced perspective. I'm totally cool with doing forced perspective for the rest of this piece. I think that that's funny and would make sense. The name of this piece is Celebration of the Legs of the Dancer, I guess. She's just, you know, just the angle. It's a little bit everybody was kung fu fighting up in here, not gonna lie. And then I'm just gonna, so like this would be like her hip pocket, and then this would be like her hip pocket, and then this would be that line that goes down to her knee joint, right? And this would be her knee locked, and then this is her back calf, and these would be the tendons that go up that way. And then this would be the muscle that comes down the front, right, with the leg. So then with this leg, this would be, so if this is the inside of the muscle, this is the inside of the leg that goes like this. The inside of the leg kind of rotates and then disappears into this ankle, right? So that's the inside of the leg. So this inside of the leg would be, that'd be a great question actually. So this inside of the leg is, is this side of the leg's actually, I think, down here more, and then goes like that. Actually. And this, I think, is a little bit more rounded. And I think maybe we can erase more there like that. I was holding my nose there for a second for some reason. I don't know why. And then here's the knee. Right? No. Yes. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. No. Yes. No. Maybe. This should be rotated forward more. Oops. So that means we have to erase from the bottom, I think. We're gonna get this. We're gonna figure this out. Girl, where your leg go? How is this? Uh-oh, you got a lot of tomatoes. I wonder what Hatsoko's gonna do with their tomatoes. I wonder what Hatsoko could possibly do with all of those tomatoes. What could those tomatoes be for, I wonder? I wonder. Looks like a little chicken. Looks like a little turkey. Oh, you bought hearts as well? Ah, I know I should probably turn off the turkey. I want to go in and do more fun stuff. I've been making more little emojis and stuff. And trying to figure out more interactive stuff for the stream. I'm a little one cat show over here, so sometimes if I'm a little slow going, that's why. This little one cat show trying to do a lot of different things. A lot of different people. Trying to have some fun. Oh, one cat show. I figured everything out by myself. Alright, so if I'm gonna have this go down like this, and then that's like her armpit, but then her arm gets small, because like that would be her elbow. Hold on. It looks like the leg is straight in the picture, but I like the one where it's more bent. Let me see here. I have another one where she's more... I'm looking at like source images of ballerinas, and they're all so beautiful and graceful and strong and just, you know, glorious. Am I trying to draw a ballerina doing something that's like technically not possible? It's a little bit what I feel like. Like, am I just inventing some bullshit? Would a ballerina look at my picture and be like, bro, it's not possible. What are you trying to do? I don't know. I'm sorry. Working on it. Let's see here. So I found this. Oops. Let's see. But now we have to make her backwards. I always flip it the wrong way. Ah! I always flip it the wrong way. Not quite what I'm trying to do, but I think I see what I'm doing wrong. Right? A little bit of shape. Right. Looks like they're getting massive lag spikes. Their ping is skyrocketing to over 10K. That's crazy. I'm down here at like 190. 190 ping. Okay, so if this is her armpit. What do we think? No, her leg looks dumb. Okay, so if this is where her knee goes. And her knee is bent back. um Is that a concept, or does that look really like I broke her leg? Like, does it look like I broke her leg? Because I feel like it looks like I broke her leg. But maybe it doesn't feel like it looks like I broke her leg? Oops. And do I keep that line there, or do I keep that line there? No, I keep that line there. Maybe? Oh. Right? I want to play tomato dodge because it's a lot of fun, but I noticed that, I'm not going to lie, it's a little easy for me to dodge your tomatoes because they take so long to land on the screen. So I was researching other games to play. It's not really a problem, but it's a problem because there's so many. It's like an overwhelm of Twitch extensions. Like, so which one's good, which one works, which one functions the way I should, which one has, you know, continued support, so it's not just going to crap out on us one day. And that's kind of what I've been looking into. It's a little bit overwhelming, I'm not going to lie. It's a lot of information. But I am researching them, so if you have any ideas for anything. One thing I wanted to do was I wanted to make the Neopet streams a little bit more interactive for you guys. So I was looking into ways that you could actually like click the screen. And I found a couple. Maybe she needs to have one of her arms like out, you know? Like da 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 hoopty day, da 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 hoopty day, da 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 hoopty day. But like not like that, I guess, because that looks really bad. You know what I mean? Like that looks really bad actually. Why did I do that? It looks stupid. It's okay. Here we go. Here we go. Oops. So if these are her shoulders. That's her armpit. It's her elbow. Right? Like this? Does this check out? I still feel like her leg looks so wrong back here. Like it just... It looks like a little hand now. Oh no. Yeah, it's in a different pose. I can't find, so I have this pose in my head and I can't find a source for it, but I know I've seen it before. My cousin she's a badass. She is a type A personality girl who did everything under the sun, including getting like a 3rd degree black belt. Like she did everything. So I'm like, I have her dancing in my head, is what's happening right now. I have my cousin dancing in my head. What I should do is I should just get one reference and draw that one reference and stop with the shenanigans. But that's like low-key impossible for me to do. And it looks like after we're done painting, we might go check out someone's cool build. So now I'm just, I'm just trying to figure this out. Figure this silly thing that I'm doing out. I'm contemplating dressing her like a lampshade because I'm like low-key over it. Like, I feel like she's half between doing ballet and half between doing karate. And I think part of it is this one line. There we go. I think fixing that line helped a bit. Because now her leg is turning. More so. And then now the problem is it comes towards the camera and then it goes away from the camera, and we just need it to go away from the camera. So how can we do that? Nope, that made it worse. It actually looks like this needs to come down. Like the whole leg needs to just come down and be a little bit longer. And then from there, go backwards into foot. Right? Right? We'll just erase that leg and fix it up, right? That looks better. There we go. That's what it was. The leg was angled up too high. Haha. There we go. Ta-da! Now our arms might be... We're just gonna... You know what? Let's just recreate the pose we have at the bottom of the screen. F-U-C-K-I-T, 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 F-U-C-K-I-T. What does that spell? It spells fuck it. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now that means her hip actually extends more this way. And then her body goes more like that. There we go. There you go, girl. Right? She'd be like... She'd be like in the Call on Me video. Oh my god. That's what we're doing. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's who she looks like. She looks like the Call on Me girl from the Eric Pride's music video. The one that was like modeled after that like John Travolta clip. Call on me, call on me. It had to be done. I'm sorry, it had to be done. Gosh, I remember being a teenager and seeing this video on the internet and being like, I'm gonna learn that dance. And being so, like, immediately humbled doesn't even begin to explain. It doesn't even begin to explain what happened. Alright, we'll have to fix her foot, but for now it's fine. But yeah. And I really like the old electronic music videos. They were, you know, they were sexy, but it was in a very like inspiring to do fitness kind of way. I don't know if you guys remember, but back in the early 90s, fitness culture was really big. Late 80s, early 90s, fitness culture was huge. I remember, like, if you go back and watch old Power Rangers episodes, the American Power Rangers, you'll see that the villains in the Power Rangers were actually they weren't even nerds. They were just like, these working out isn't cool, man. Like, why would you do anything but sit around and eat potato chips? Kind of guys. And they were bullying the kids, being like, why are you so into fitness? And it's such a weird...
369 girls wanna drink wine. Tell them it's your time. If the man broke, the man he a joke, so you gotta get loose with the Henny and the Coke. 3, 2, 1, girls wanna have fun. If the man don't dance,
Rally House mix.
move on, get the man
It's okay.
now. Can I get a Coke with my rum? 369 girls wanna drink.
I'm not too into the Rally House that has too many words. But this sounds good.
You're stuck
Non-stop
on
pop.
non-stop pop. Do not even think about going anywhere at all.
Have you ever been punched in your motherfucking face?
Okay, but this is hilarious. That's really violent. Oh my god. Is that Baby Keem or is that Kendrick Lamar? I always get them mixed up because they sound very similar. We're gonna we're gonna change that up because I'm laughing too hard. I'm sorry. It's really funny. Have you ever been punched in your... I'm Googling it. Yeah, somebody else is... It's Baby Keem! I knew it! It's Baby Keem. And Kendrick Lamar? It's both of them on the same track? That's not possible. How is that possible? Is that real? Apparently. That's crazy to me. Because they sound very similar. But there's the track if anybody wants to like hear it. Huh. Do 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 do. This is what we're listening to now, though. I'll pin it. Liquid Brain Freeze drum and bass mix called Detain Volume 1 by D3 Tane on YouTube. It's an intelligent liquid drum and bass series. This is one of 3 volumes, they said, of some of their best and favorite D&B tracks. So I don't think they own any of these tracks. A lot of these are from games. But the full track list is on that link if you follow it through. Right now we're listening to Rogue Satellite by Omni Trio. And if you want to know what exact track is playing, please do bother me to let me know. I have no problem looking. I love, love, love music, and I love, love, love sharing music with other people. I love that thing where somebody once said, you know, music is how we decorate time. That really resonated with me, and I think that, you know, when you decorate things and you go to the art museum and you share, you know, art with other people, and you connect with people, the same thing kind of happens with music. So yeah, it's been said before, and it'll be said again. Again and again. And Ben again. Has anybody ever been to Bennigan's? I loved that restaurant when I was a little kid. Granted, the only thing I ate there was a grilled cheese. But that's okay. I love grilled cheese. I like, gotta walk away from this for 1 second. Let me get fresh eyes. Fresh eyes. Fresh eyes. Fresh eyes. Fresh eyes. Fresh eyes. Refreshing my eyes. Refreshing my eyes. Walking around. Look at some ceiling. Look at some door. Look at some that. Let's look outside. Ah, yes. Nothing happening out here. All right, now let's go back to the piece. I think this is important to do. You got to get your eyes off of the piece to get them back on the piece to see what the hell you're doing wrong. There we go. Now I'm able to see what the hell I'm doing wrong. A little bit better than I was before. Do I hear somebody outside? I heard a helicopter. Alright, whatever. Alright, but now you're able to come back to it with more clear and fresh eyes, and you can see kind of what specifically needs to be adjusted. Fresh eyes. Right? Fresh eyes. Fresh eyes. Maybe. Maybe not. I do hear a helicopter. Is that in the music or is that outside? I don't really know. I think it's in the music because I keep going outside and there's like nobody there. I totally hear a helicopter. Is that the music? It is the music. Alright, 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 alright. It's the music. Like, am I being trolled? I wouldn't mind. Oh, that's horrible. Kind of liked it the way I had it a second ago. Alright, we'll just keep that there for now. Back to our little reference. It actually looks like her arm comes down. It looks like I have her arm extending out a little too far. So, or do I just, am I blind? I am blind. I don't have my glasses today. So my glasses are, they are not with us in the building. The glasses have left the building. So, okay, so I have the arms opposite because I can't see very well right now. That's okay. That's okay. We can fix that. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Right? This is her little torso. Yay! Okay. In the back of my head, I'm like, oh my god, this is perpetuating the worst body standards because I keep making her skinnier and skinnier. And in the front of my mind, I'm like, I need to know where her bones are. Where are her bones? Then I'm saying to that little voice in the back of my head, stop judging me. I don't know where her bones are. Okay, so we're going back to our little drawing, and it looks like actually we have, so her, okay, hold on. So her back is like more this shaped on this side because her arm is extending this way. And then it's going this way, like loody-doody-doo, right? And then like her head, right? Maybe her arm can be like a little doody-doody-da. Nah, I like loody-doody-doo. Whoopsies. That's her face. Alright, so as we can see, her arm is, oh gosh, we have this perspective a little bit messed up. She's, in our depiction, she's pivoted a little bit towards the camera with her inner body, where in our source image, her side body is entirely facing the camera, so that's something to account for. We have her back leg still, I'm not like happy with it, but because her side isn't fully facing the camera, I think we can afford, meow, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing today, Tabs? Good morning, good morning. We're just drawing some, we're trying to draw a ballerina. It's going all right. So I think actually this arm, because of the way we have the perspective, would really come down this way. Like, oops. Wrong button. Like, oopsie-doo. And then her elbow would probably be somewhere there. And I feel like we can afford. Can we afford that with the perspective? I don't know. We might have to walk away from it again for a second to see what in the heck we're doing. All right, let's walk away from it for a second. We're getting a little confused. Walk away. Look at some other stuff. Do 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 do. Okay, now we'll come back. Okay, so if we're gonna force the perspective, this right here needs to retain like line with the viewer. So let me see if I can, maybe I could put some of these, here we go. So this is at line, this is at line, and then we're gonna be, so these look like nothing burger lines. They kind of are nothing burger lines. These are reminding me where my perspective's at. So this is gonna be the focal of the camera, and the lens is gonna really like think like fisheye in this direction. So if this is the center and we're a little bit fisheyeing, how can we like really honor that fisheye perspective we're kind of being forced into by drawing this leg and not wanting to erase it? Like, I really like that leg. I don't want to get rid of it. Proceeds to warp the entire drawing around the leg. It's okay. You could do that. This is art. You can do that. You can do whatever the hell you want. I could even keep these blue lines in here and factor them in like bam, motion, if I really wanted to. So this is kind of the fisheye we're working with. Things are going to be bigger and then they're going to get smaller, 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 bigger, bigger, smaller, smaller, smaller. Right? Which means, since that's the center, we have, let's put in these lines. So, whoops, don't want to get too close. Bigger, come on, bigger, bigger, smaller, 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 smaller. So we have bigger, 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 smaller, 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 smaller. Here we go. Which means this foot can be made smaller. And it means this can be made smaller. Right? There we go. And let's go back to our reference drawing. And it looks like that arm wasn't even in the air to begin with. That arm was elsewhere. That arm was down. So come around from the back. When I draw my arms, I don't know if you see my mouse doing that little circle. What I'm doing is I'm tracing the curvature of her shoulder blade, coming back up into the armpit, and then beginning my drawing from where the underneath the armpit would start. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Okay. I'm like ooh, with this arm here. I need to make it smaller because again we're dealing with that forced perspective, and if we are going to actually do our forced perspective, we are actually going to honor all of these lines, then we're going to do it, you know? We're going to do it. So her hand would be kind of small maybe. Oh, I don't know what I just did. Her arm is supposed to be reaching. So let's see. Oopsies. Let's see if we can have her reaching with this. So like it would go up and then it would be up. And then kind of like that maybe? How do I make her reaching without making her look like she's, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yeah, okay. So I think part of the problem is I'm bringing the arm down, right? So I'm going down and then up when I just need to go up. But I'm going down because I need to factor in that it's kind of crossing across her chest. And again, I have a different perspective than she has in the drawing here. So technically the hand would be coming out to us more here. So why don't we, all right. So if it comes over, right? This is her arm. This is her arm, her elbow. And then this is where her hand would be coming to, right? And this is her hand. And then she's got little... What the hell is her hands doing? Okay, so her hand... What is going on? It goes up, and then she's got little, like, dainty fingers, right? That are facing... We pivot her this way. Facing a little bit toward us, actually. Because of the way we have her pivoted. So her little dainty fingers. What is going on? What is going on? There we go. And then little dainty fingers. Dainty fingers! Yes! Dainty fingers. Okay. So, why are we getting hype over dainty fingers? Because I think we got the perspective. I think we got it. Right? How does that look, guys? Good, bad, yes, no, maybe so. How about whatever, dude? Oops. There we go. What if I made her head float? Like... just floating up there. Whee! Dun, 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 dun. All right, let me save this for a second. We're gonna break the fourth wall just for one. Oops, no, we're not. Hold on, are we? Yeah, here, ready? I think I have. Ha ha ha! My space suit. Okay. Back to the drawing. Alright, so we've got her dainty little fingers. Fingy, fingy, fingy. Oh my god, look at my nails. They're so pretty, aren't they? Oh, yeah. Little finger. And we'll fix that up later. That's not going to look like that forever, obviously. That would be like really bad if that's what that looked like forever. Shameful, shameful. Okay, so now we're gonna try and do her other arm, which I feel like this arm should be risen more, but it's fine. It's not perfect. We're just gonna resign to it not being perfect. It's okay. We're still learning, you know? We're still learning. It doesn't have to be perfect. If it had to be perfect, it would be an assignment. And it's not an assignment. And even then, assignments don't really have to be perfect either, because the whole point to an assignment is like you're learning and you're doing your best and you're going to get feedback on it. I don't know about you guys, but I never got test anxiety because I never got test anxiety. I like high-key figured that if we were being tested, it was because we should have learned it. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I was always confident that I learned it, and also I was like, and if I fail, it's the teacher's fault because it was their job to make sure I learned this. All of my test anxiety, I just shirked off onto the teacher. Like, if I fail and we fail, it's not our fault, obviously. Like, we're the students. We're supposed to be learning. Think about that sometimes. Am I wrong? You're gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong? That is one of my favorite memes of all time. I've speed painted it. I used it as like gesture drawing study. She came down in a bubble. Her sister was a witch. You're gonna look at me and tell me that I'm wrong? Such an expressive guy. Alright, back to the task at hand. Drawing our beautiful lady. So we are dealing with perspective here, so I want to make her hand bigger because it's reaching towards the camera. I want to make the other hand basically microscopic because it's far away from the camera. I want to have her center body kind of like this, and then I gotta make her foot smaller because it's away from the camera, which we can do very easily like this. There we go. Boom. Everything is as easy as you want it to be. Usually. Don't quote me on that. Well, if you've hung out here, you know that I'm a firm believer, and if you can draw it once, you can draw it again. It's okay if you need to erase your whole drawing. You did it once. Be confident in your abilities to do it again. You can do it. You got this. You frickin' got this. Oh no, it doesn't look exactly the same. It's not supposed to. Every time you do it, you're gonna get a little better. If it doesn't look exactly the same, maybe it's because you're developing your own style. And maybe you're starting to incorporate your style more in your works. How about that? How about them apples? Anyway, there we go. I'm just working on that back leg, working on that little wiggly woo. I kind of like the wiggly woo shape of it. It's not it's not perfect at all. It probably needs to be brought down. So let's see if we could do that. So going here, rounding the joint. Right? Rounding to the joint. There we go. Ah, da, 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 da. And now her foot looks absurd. Oh, whoo. There you go. Right into the joint. And we're gonna get like kind of the back of her foot in that instance, so that's what we want to kind of do. And then we want to make sure we make it smaller because again, this is, you know, far away from us, so we're playing with perspective here, but the toes are pointed. There we go. And that's not perfect. That's nowhere near perfect. Oh, that made it worse. Sometimes you do that. Sometimes you make it worse before you make it better, and that's okay. It's okay. I wish I knew what the hell was going on over here. We're gonna leave it like that maybe, because that looks... right? How about that? How about that? I feel like her foot is in the wrong spot. Like I feel like her heel should be back here and her foot should end like there almost for some reason. Let's see what that looks like. See what I mean? See how that's just like different? Ah, but now it looks too short. There's a trick to this. There's a trick to this. Ah, I see what that is. It's over here. So basically, this part's wrong. Hear me out, hear me out. I know, that looked crazy. If my methods seem a little crazy, it's because I'm not afraid. One must not fear the canvas on which they work. One must seek to understand that which our subconscious is trying to negotiate with the literal matter at hand. Subconscious, what are you trying to negotiate out here? What are you doing? What are you doing? What is this? What are you doing over here? Subconscious. Something in my heart tells me I just fucked up, but I'm gonna keep going to see what happens. No, it feels right. Feels right. Because this is supposed to be smaller. Like, this is supposed to get really kind of tiny back there to some degree, so... And then... because of our little... Let's see here, let's see. Okay, perfect. So then, thigh. This would be her knee. And then... right? I almost feel like, you see what I mean? Like, that shouldn't be a thing almost. Like, this line should be here. And then this should just extend out from there. Let's see, and then sound effects very necessary. Nope. Forcing perspective is kind of hard. It's hard enough to do proportions, and then it's extra difficult when you're like, yeah, I'm gonna make that leg look like it's going into the sunset. Like, why are you doing this to yourself? I don't know. I like pain. I like pain. I like to torture myself. I like to be like, hey, here's this idea. Do you know how to do that? No. I'm gonna figure it out. What are you talking about? Legs. The foot needs to be smaller. Maybe I need to take more off the top there to make it look like it's behind more, right? And then take this, flatten it, make it look like it's, again, behind more, right? How are we thinking? How are we thinking? That looks right to me, but it doesn't look right, like, at all. You know what I'm saying? It looks like it looks correct, but it doesn't look correct. Like, in my heart, I'm like, no, that's actually pretty correct. And then with my eyes, I'm just like, that looks really stupid. In no universe does that look correct. Give her ankle back. Bring an ankle back. I kind of gave her cankles. That's okay. You know, honestly, I think a lot of people confuse really strong ankles that are trained on tippy toes with, like, a cankle. You can have really strong, thick ankles and like a thick Achilles, and it's not really a cankle, it's just you have really strong ankles, you know? Oh, hey! Thank you for subscribing! With Prime. I don't know what this means. What happens if I click that? Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I was like, what happens if I click that? I don't know. Okay, so let's come back to finger, 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 finger. Nah, I think it looks good. I think if anything, we can make her thigh now a little bit, like, higher up. Oh, geez. Right? Give her a little bit more lift. Oh, yeah. Why is that brown? I definitely picked gray. There we go. Because I'm starting to, you know, ration with the shadows here. I think I need to make this also a little bit more tapered. It's beautiful. I love it, but I think it needs to be tapered more. Because again, we have this fisheye thing going on, and if we aren't going to honor the fisheye everywhere, then why bother doing it at all? There we go. I guess this picture is like a homage to the thigh of a dancer, I guess. That's what we can kind of start seeing it as, just because, like, that is the front and center. But it's true. Ballerinas have beast mode thighs, and that's like a huge flex. They are powerful and graceful. If you guys ever get a chance to see the Nutcracker live, I 10 out of 10 out of 10 out of 10 million recommend it. It is a spectacular performance. Regardless of how you feel about one of the more controversial numbers, they are incredible feats of body movement. And, you know, the Nutcracker, it aged the way it aged, and people continued to rework it and revamp it to bring it into more, and to bring it into the modern, you know, to bring it into the more modern kind of global culture we have going on over here. And in doing so, really, the Nutcracker is really able to, whenever you see a local production of the Nutcracker, you're going to see local heritage that are directly incorporated into the Nutcracker. So I saw the Nutcracker in a place that has a large like Asian American inspiration. So for the scenes from the Orient, which are controversial for multiple reasons, instead of being a caricature scene, they were really able to take those scenes that, you know, might be seen as caricature or controversial and turn them into celebrations of heritage. And I really like that about the Nutcracker, and I really like about how the Nutcracker is being brought into the future. And like just how everybody, you know, these different theater companies, they rework it and they work with their cast and just become celebrations. And I love that. I love that about the Nutcracker. Because it's, you know, it's a Christmas play, a Christmas ballet. And that's kind of, to me at least, 1, 2, 3 fingers. And then that's her 4th finger. And then her 5th finger is her thumb. But yeah, I really like that about the Nutcracker. And if you get a chance to see the ballet, I would recommend it. Pick up the program, read the program. There's always interesting stuff when you go to the theater in the program. I feel like the programs get so overlooked. The playbills, they're called. I feel like the playbills get so overlooked. There's a way that you hold your fingers in ballet. I'm trying to do that. It's like your 2 fingers. These 2 fingers go like, they go kind of like this, right? It's like graceful hands. So your 2 middle fingers go like graceful fingers. And then your pinky finger also does grace, but in like a slightly different direction, like up again a little bit. There we go. Huzzah, we go. Here we go. Here we go. Leh. Hands are hard. Hands are hard. Hands are hard. I remember being young and being like, I'm positive I can make it through art school without ever drawing a hand. What a delusional thought I had. Like, you gotta learn to draw the hand. Gotta learn to draw the hand. Imagine like Imagine you're at like a big art gallery open. It's like a really famous painter guy. Everybody's wearing, you know, little black dresses and fancy sweeping hats, and maybe there's one or two people in sparklings and sequins, and there's people in tuxedos, and there's people in white shirts with little black bow ties, and they're wandering around and they're holding silver plates aloft, and they've got these little hors d'oeuvres on them, you know, things smelling like mushroom, things looking like caviar. That looks like a puff pastry. I hope it has spinach and cheese in it, you know what I mean? And they're just wandering around, and you drift to the corner where the artist is standing there, and they're holding their glass of champagne, and it's probably their third. They're a little red in the nose, and everybody's listening intently, and they're going, "And so I gave up on the concept of hands." You're just like, what? "And I swore off ever drawing a hand." And everyone around them is like nodding, like that makes so much sense. Because like low-key it kind of does. If you've ever drawn a hand, you're like, yeah, I get why you would swear off drawing hands. And then they just launch into a whole like thing about like, and then that's how my style was developed. The reason everybody has watermelons for hands. I actually thought it was easier to draw chicken's feet than hands, so that's why all the people in my pictures have chicken's feet instead of hands. It's, you know. Oh, what a fun version of reality exists. Little story. God, I love my imagination. You ever, okay, are you ever dreaming and then you wake up from a dream a little bit and you recognize that you're starting to wake up? You're like, nah, I don't think I was done with that. And you, you go back in. That's one of my favorite things. Okay. That happened to me this morning. I was actually having an argument with someone in my dream, and I woke up a little bit, and I was like, and I went back into my dream, like, no, we're not done yet. What, you think I could just wake up and you'll escape the conversation? Joke's on you, spawns back into dream. All the dream entities are like in the middle of disassembling and being like, on to the next story. They're like, what are you doing back here? I wasn't finished with you. I don't know who you think you are, but this is my dream. I'm gonna win this argument. Did I win the argument? I actually don't think I did. Right, sometimes you want to go back into nightmares. Is it because you're like kicking butt and fighting them? Because I'm gonna be real, like my dream, it wasn't a good dream, but I was like, let me back in the ring. Like, you wake up and you're annoyed that you let yourself get scared, so you want to go back in and beat up the ghost. That's really valid. That's really valid. Like, hold the phone. I'm coming back. All right. That's so valid. No, I feel that. I feel that on a deep level. I really do. The worst is when, like, you realize it's a dream, so you're kind of, like, half lucid, and you start to fight back, but then you wake up and you're trying to get back in. I feel like, that's when I feel like the dream entities have their own little special hack, where it's like, oh, you were winning? I have a trump card called waking you up. And it's like, no! Let me in! And they're just laughing, like, right, they start defending themselves. Like, dream entity uses wake up. It was super effective. Not fair. That was rude. That was really fucking rude. That's what it feels like. Yeah, and as soon as dream entities start defending themselves in ridiculous enough ways, it's like, oh, so you could just spawn in a cartoon fire extinguisher? How about I spawn in an arsenal of cartoon pies? Can we? Fuck with me, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I really want to learn to do. I want to learn how to, like, fight back my dream entities in increasingly hilarious ways, because not only do I want to, like, rip their power from them from being scary, but I want them to I want them to repurpose themselves for fun. Like, you're in my dream. You're a scary entity. All right. You know, whatever, dude. You know what we could be doing right now? We could be having fun. Like, I don't know. I just feel like we could be having fun. Dream entity's like, but I'm your subconscious way of working out problems in the conscious. And I'm just like, yay, whatever. I don't care. I want to go down the water slide. Can we go down a water slide? Maybe that's a bad option for a dream, because usually when you dream that you're being submerged in water, you wake up and you're like, I gotta go. And then you're running. Yeah, the scary entities were having fun the whole time. They're like, this is fun. What are you talking about? And then it's like, well, we gotta have a talk. We gotta have a talk about what fun is, because your version of fun is me being scared. My version of fun is you being bored. And you're just playing into it because it's more fun for them. So there's gotta be something, like, if their version of fun is me being scared, I feel like there's a way that I could be scared a little bit and they could be having fun. Like, is it as entertaining for them, me being frustrated, as it is being scared? Right, we're so nice to them. We're so nice to these dream entities. We let them scare the crap out of us. We let them chase us. We come back for more every night. They're kind of ungrateful. Like, you live in my head, my dude. Like, can I pick the game once? There we go. It says we're in an ad. We might be in an ad. We might not be in an ad. I don't know if we're in an ad. If we're in an ad, you could do exclamation point ad. And then I really feel like this knee isn't right. And it's bothering me. It's just, for some reason, it just feels so wrong. I can't explain it. That looks better, maybe? Maybe that looks better? I like the hand. I really like the way this hand turned out. It's nowhere near perfect, but I love it. Oops. Proceeds to erase hand. Yeah, it's perfect. Just putting in the chat in the server, like, hands are hard to paint. Oh yeah, this does kind of remind me a little bit of the Random Actics. So this is, let me grab it for you. Right now, we are listening to Liquid Brain Freeze. I'm not sure if it's still pinned, so I'll put it in the chat again. I gotta get better at making sure things stay pinned for the whole thing. And we are at the minute mark. Let's see here. We are at minute mark 50 minutes and 19 seconds. And this song is called Nobody Knows by Submerse. And it starts at the 46-minute mark. There you go. When I finish this, I'm gonna go over that hill. I'm gonna go to that excavator. I'm gonna get every single blueberry. All right. Blueberries are what we call the NPCs. Blue Dog taught me that. Blue Dog called them blueberries, and I just kind of picked that up from him. And now that's what I call them. There we go. So I am drawing all of this in a video game. So if it seems a little pixelated and a little bit off, there's a good reason for that. I'm doing this in a video game. The game is Rust. I love the game Rust. Okay. I kind of think I really don't want to do too much more. I like the way this looks inky. I really do. I don't want to add color really because I don't want it to detract from this. We've got blue right there though. Let me see if I can get rid of that. Go. I think I need to fix this back arm, maybe? I feel like it's too long, but I don't want to redo the hand because it came out so well. What do we think? I'll just redo the wrist 30 times? Sure, yeah, sure, why not? Well, let's just go by our precept of if we did it once, we could do it again. And erase it. If we did it once, we can do it again. If we did it once, we can do it again. That's what I believe in. I believe that if you did it once, you can do it again. Because you already did it. You might even do it better the second time. Because now, like, you did it. Now you know what to do a little bit more because you did it. We can have fun with fingers. Right? Kind of. You kind of see the vision of the fingies. Oh dear. As we get for erasing your other hand. I believe in it. I believe in myself. I can do it. I can do it. There's like no such thing as not being able to redo a finger. Like, come on, how hard is a finger? I'm not losing to a finger today. That's not happening. This is the thumb, this is the pointer, these are the other fingers. Let's get with the program here. All right, that's the pointer finger. There we go. This is the thumb. Here we go. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Bam, like bam, like bam, like bam. Right? Bam, like bam, like bam, like bam. Now, where's the back of the hand? Here's the back of the hand. Bam, like bam, like bam. Hey, sometimes you just gotta get a little bit aggressive with whatever you're drawing. Like, it's happening. I know the drawing doesn't think it's happening, but I, the artist, am here to tell you that it actually is happening, and we're gonna do it right now. We're not only just gonna do it right now, we're gonna do it live. Yeah. What am I doing wrong? Well, now I gave her a crab claw, so hold on. That's not... Now I've got my own hand out and I'm looking at it. Alright, I think the thumb is too long. I think that's the root of our issue here, is the thumb is too long. Maybe? Okay, so the thumb was too long. That's easy. That was easy. Oh, bam. Bam, like bam. I think that's Emerald, by the way. Emerald used to go bam, bam, like bam. I think that's who that was. Let me see. So we've been at this drug for about 2 hours, and it's looking pretty good. It's looking pretty good. We're gonna go in and add some gray scribblings. I keep thinking I hear something happening. Outside. Okay. Just kind of looking at it. Just kind of looking at it, deciding what we're going to do next. We did pretty good with our perspective. I think we did pretty good with our perspective. I think that, all things considered, it looks pretty good. It is the first day of the month. Yay! Alright, so I'm gonna add some of this like gray in, but actually I think I'm gonna erase the gray and keep it. I kind of like the way it's black and white. I really do. Whoops. Hi, Mom. Everybody, if you get a chance, say hi, Mom. We're gonna make this foot a little bit more forward facing, if possible. There we go. Let's try and fix up the fingers a little bit more. Ooh. Trying to put like knuckles in there, but I don't know. There we go. Erase some of the unnecessarily thick lines around the finger. And it sounds like our mix ended. We are drawing this in a video game. Oop. We are now listening to late 90s ambient / atmospheric drum and bass low poly mix volume 2 by D3Tane on YouTube. We're kicking it off with The Rough with the Smooth by PFM. And linked in the chat. There we go. Just really topically erasing and adding in basically like pixels every now and then just to get the form. Still battling this hand. And just in case you're wondering, how is this being drawn? I'm drawing in a video game. I'm drawing in a video game Rust. I'm using my mouse. I'm using a Logitech G502 Hero. It's a very, very good mouse. I have my DPI right now turned all the way down, so that means my mouse is going to move really slow across the screen. So this is me doing a little circle, just a little circle, right? And this is me doing a little circle, same exact hand movements with the DPI all the way up. So DPI all the way down. DPI all the way up. I'm just reasoning with the foot. Again. It looked really good before, but we decided to touch it again. Don't ask me why. There we go. Maybe I shouldn't have deleted all of that just now. Oh, what'd I do? I don't know what I did. I seem to have foogledy-dooed it all up. It's okay. Bro's an astronaut. Yeah, I'm an astronaut. I put on my little astronaut outfit because I kind of missed it. I made it for when we play RimWorld, and I kind of missed it. I want to make a little Hazzy suit for when I play Rust, or, you know. Little astronaut today. Welcome, welcome, Prophet St. Daniel. How are you doing today? I have the hiccups again. I'm sorry. I actually don't know why I keep getting the hiccups. I've never had the hiccups like in my life, and I kind of like bumped into something in my diaphragm. That's a lie. We were like playing, you know, and like just like kind of like bapping, and I've been burping a little bit. But I feel like it's a good thing. Like, I feel like something got like low-key reset in a good way. Anyway. There we go. That's our ballerina. There is her face. Because at this point, I'm just gonna kind of do what the painting wants me to do, and it appears to not want me to add a lot of definition to her face. So what if I gave her face like a heart, right? Don't turn her into a barn owl challenge. I love barn owls. They're one of my power animals. I have a tattoo of one of them. Somewhere. And I get very tempted to turn all of my portraits of ladies into owl ladies. I just get very tempted. It's like an irresistible urge to turn them all into owls. There you go. I'm playing Tabletop Simulator with some friends. Amazing! Which rage baiting on Saboteur and Ticket to Ride. What are those? Tell me what those are. I haven't played Tabletop Simulator. I have it on one of my Steam accounts because I accidentally got locked out of my Steam account. So now I have 2 Steam accounts and sometimes I have a game on them and I'd like just check which. But I've never played it. I did play around with it though. I played Flip the Table, which was fun. What is Saboteur and Ticket to Ride? Tell me about those games. Those sound fun. Tell me all about it. Okay, so Saboteur is a card-based game with gnomes. Some are the saboteurs and some are the regular gnomes. That sounds cute. Weird. I got unplugged. Oh, I see what I did. I have my wires tangled. Haha, that was my fault. They're talking about crates. I like her hand. I was thinking of maybe putting her in the middle of a rose. Okay, so each one in Saboteur, each one gets 6 cards. Paths, debuffs, buffs. You have a starting point. You got 3 hidden cards. 2 are cool. Oh, 2 are coal. And 1 is gold. Like literal coal and gold? And as a gnome, okay, yes, literal coal and gold. And as a gnome, you want to put path cards to the golden ore, and as a saboteur, you want to lead them to the coal. Okay, so debuffs can make other players not be able to place paths. Okay, so it's like Settlers of Catan meets Among Us as a card game, kind of. Is that like kind of what I'm getting over here with the concept? Saboteurs can also debuff regular gnomes and so on, but you don't know who is who, so it's like a guessing game. Like nice. Okay, so like Secret Hitler Among Us meets Settlers of Catan. That sounds really fun. That sounds really fun. I'm figuring out what I want to do because I love her hair like this, but now I like want to put more around her. I want to put her maybe in the middle of a rose. I was thinking that because of the heart, like go kind of like Valentine's-y with it. Let's see. I like that. That sounds like a really fun game. I'm glad you got to play with your friends. That's great. Mm. I love a good tabletop session with the buddies. Okay, so Ticket to Ride is a map-based game where you have paths from capitals and cities of European countries and railways between them. So some are longer and some are shorter. And then you use color-based change for the rails. So like 3 red rails between Berlin and Amsterdam and 3 red wagon train cards. Oh, okay. So you're like... You're like navigating a map. This is gonna look better when it's done. Don't worry about it right now. It looks like ass because it's not done. Don't worry about it looking like ass. It's not done. Trying to make it not look like a vajoodle noodle. We would like to make this not look like a vajoodle noodle. It's looking like a vajoodle noodle. We don't want a vajoodle noodle up on our padoodle painting noodle. Nope. Okay. You accumulate points based on the length of the railways and completing cards that gives you certain paths to complete, like going from Moscow all the way to Lisboa, Portugal would give you like 35 points, but Oslo, Norway to Stockholm would give 6 because they're like right next to each other. Oh, not completing the path cards would decrease the points at the end of the game. Completing them gives positive points. Longest road also gets more points and so forth. That sounds fun. Yeah, it sounds interesting. Gonna draw a rose. It's gonna draw a rose. She's gonna be standing in a rose. If I could ever figure out how to draw a rose. I think my problem is I have my inner petals beast mode. Ooh, haha, yeah. There you go. Okay, so this is... That'll be the next layer. I'm not going to give up on this flower. It's not happening. I might give up on this flower. We'll see. We'll see. We will see where the wind takes us. Whenever I'm ready to give up an art piece, that's what I do. I put myself back in the, like, I'm in school mentality where I'm like, I can't give up because somebody needs to see it at the end of the day for a reason. And then it's like, okay, well, if I have to hand it in, I might as well do it good for a grade. And it's just like, this, like, dumb conditioning I've given myself from being in school. But it's kind of good. Like, I feel like that's good school conditioning. Like, yeah, you know what? I should finish. It's not that I'm handing it in at the end of the day, but if that little narrative inspires me to kind of get it done and to get back into finishing it, Because you kind of resign. You resign to like, all right, well, this has to get done. So then you're like, all right, well, I'm just going to get it done. And then you're like, well, while I'm here, I might as well, you know, get it done right. And you're like, oh, well, while I'm here, I might as well get it done right and like creatively. And, you know, while I'm here, it just becomes a big like, while I'm here. While I'm here, I might as well have fun. Right? While I'm here. And I do. I call it like the while I'm here, like kind of like hack that you do on your own brain. It's like while I'm here, I might as well. While I'm here, I might as well, right? While I'm here, I might as well make this really beautiful. As beautiful as I can. While I'm here, I might as well try. I'm already here. So while I'm here, you know, while I'm here. The eraser is the MVP today, because without the eraser, I don't think this would be getting done. This little bully. While I'm here. That sounds like a fun game. I'm going to remember that. The games that you just said. The Gnome Saboteur one sounds hilarious. Especially like as a concept. And if you have a good group of friends you can play with, and I know like certain competitive games, sometimes it gets hard to play with, you know, your friends, especially if they're a little bit more competitive or if people get, you know, a little uppity over it. I get it. Everyone has a different gaming personality. I know I'm not allowed to play Settlers of Catan with my one friend. We have a mutual friend and she's like, no, I'm not playing it with either of you. I refuse. She'll play with one of us, but not both of us. Like we just become very toxic when we play the games together. She says we both turn into the ugliest people she's ever seen. And I'm like, that's really fair, actually. That's valid. Like, but only when you two play this one game together. Alright, I get it. I get it. I'm sorry. So I'm just trying to get this rose to be a rose. A rose by any other name, would it smell as sweet? Probably. If we're going to be honest with ourselves here. I'm using the while I'm hereism to really get me through this because I don't want to do it anymore. I regret having this idea. I regret making this decision. I got a lot of regrets. Oh my god. It looks so bad. It's okay. It's okay. Part of the reason it looks bad is because I shaped my rose petals like Pringles instead of what they're actually shaped like. So let's remedy that a little bit right now. There we go. Now we're starting to get now we're starting to get some of the natural, kind of like a natural form back in here to some degree. Not to the best degree, but to some degree. Let's see, you're the competitive one, but would still rather play with friends than alone. It's fun when we are alive. Yeah, we can play every game aside Catan. Just typing out something for you. I'll read it. Yeah, we're having, like, me and my one friend, we do have a lot of fun. Like, we have fun being cutthroat with each other. There's never any, like, hard feelings between us. You know, we can both walk away from the game acknowledging that, like, maybe someone played a less fair game. That's like, the thing is, like, I try to play a really fair game. I don't really do a lot of the wheeling and dealing, but I respect it. And then when I'll try and, like, keep up with it when people start doing it. So it's just, you know, that I love when you can walk away from a game with friends and there's no hard feelings at all. But it makes some other people uncomfortable how, like, cutthroat we get. They're like, you guys are being really mean to each other. And we're like, I mean, yeah, but also, like, we're playing, you know, we're playing the game. Sorry. We get crazy. We get cutthroat. So I get it. I get why that's not, like, the gaming environment most people might want. Is, like, two entrepreneurs that aren't entrepreneurs anywhere, like, duking it out. Like it's the fucking Wild West. People are like, what is this? Like, yeah, sorry. Okay, so here is where I want to start. Oops. Here's why I want to start adding color. I only want to add color down here in the rose and then maybe up in her face. So I'm going to start. This is a dark red. I don't know if you can tell it's a dark red, but it is a dark red. I have the opacity turned really far down because I don't want it to overwhelm, but this is a dark red. I'll turn the opacity up because the layering is getting a bit ridiculous over here. Here we go. So wherever the light kind of isn't hitting, we're going to layer in this really dark red, and then we're going to leave the tips of the petals where we have them kind of outlined lighter. I love games. I love playing games. Games are so fun. Games are fun too because they're like, oops, they're their own, you know, sort of psychology. So like you can learn a lot about your friends playing games with them. You can learn about whatever pathology they're modernly hosting in their brain. And I love that. I say modern, and I mean modern to them. I don't mean like, oh, you know, this versus that. No. I mean like right now for them. Maybe I should pick a different word. I'll pick a different word. Feel free to suggest a different word. Love language. So now we're going to try and make this we're going to try and make this rose look more like a rose with some clever color and obfuscation of the parts that suck by just pretending that never happened. Right? And then we'll go back in with the dark. Got a little confusing over there. That's okay. Someday, that is one of my like life goals, I guess, is to have like a group of people that I can get together with and play games with, preferably in person, but virtually is fine. Like a weekly tabletop kind of thing, or oops. I tried getting back into my forum RP with my old role-playing group. And I say old, and I say that with all the love in my heart. They are prolific writers. They are godly world builders. They are phenomenal storytellers. They are can you tell I have nothing but good things to say? They are exceptional character creators. They are the creme de la creme de la creme of if you're into like written roleplay. But there's something that is stopping me from being able to write my characters. I don't think it's writer's block, because I don't really believe in writer's block. You overcome writer's block by writing. If anybody has writer's block right now and you're wondering like, oh no, how can I overcome, what the hell is that? How can I overcome writer's block? You can only do that by writing. You have to actually like get your ass up and write. There's nothing that's going to fix writer's block for you other than getting your ass up and writing. But what do I write? Well, anything really, just start somewhere. I find that Reddit's writing prompt forums is a great place to kind of start if you're just looking, this looks like ass, if you're just kind of looking for a random prompt. And don't be picky either. Like, you can't be picky. If you have writer's block and you're sitting here being picky with prompts, you're doing yourself a huge disservice. You can't be picky with your writing prompts if you have writer's block. I can try and find it and rehost it. I used to run a writing organization. It was a little local thing. And I would host writers' workshops 3 times a month. And then we would do a big open... Sorry, I was holding my nose for some reason. Then we would do like a big open mic night. Just to kind of go off on like a really random tangent. And a lot of people would show up and they'd be like, I have writer's block and I'm hoping you can help. And they always walked away being like, oh my God, that helped my writer's block so much. And I always kind of had to have that conversation with them. Like, hey, like, you said you had writer's block, but you just spent the last 2 hours writing. I don't think you have writer's block. I think what you have is a stubborn muse. That's what I like to call it. I call it more of a stubborn muse than writer's block. Because you're not being blocked. It's just you're not letting yourself be inspired by anything. And it's easy to be like, oh, nothing's really inspiring me right now. It's really easy to be like that. Anyone can be like that. Anyone can be uninspired right now. So like, just like with painting block, right? Painting block. You just gotta do it. Just gotta do it. Just gotta get out there and get it done, you know? Come on. This goes in front of that like that. Oh, that piano shift was weird. I was like, who is playing the piano? There we go. We are experiencing some lag, I'm realizing, so I should save this before we experiencing the type of lag that like just drop kicks the server out of existence for 5 minutes and we lose all of this progress now that we're actually somewhere that we're kind of happy with it. We're kind of proud of it. We kind of like it. I refuse Catan, not because it makes you mad. I don't get the appeal when the shareholders combat each other. I understand. I like Catan. I think that it really depends on the rules you have set for your table. So I was talking about this with someone yesterday, and at our table we had like rules put down to kind of mitigate that. So like we wouldn't allow any trading unless it was your turn, and you weren't allowed to like advertise that you were selling for people if it was their turn. It was all like question and answer based. So it's like it'd be my turn and I'd only be allowed to trade with one person, so I had to pick who I wanted to trade with. And unless I was paying attention, like if I wasn't paying attention, maybe I'd be a little lost in the dark, but if I was paying attention, I'd be like, hey, can I trade you? And it was like I'd have to make an offer. I wasn't allowed to be like, what do you want for this? No. That's not how we're doing this. It was, you had to make an offer. So I will give you this for that. And then that person, it was like, it was a yes or no question. It was just, we put down kind of like a rule, like we're not doing like big negotiations table side. It's just like a yes or no offer. and that kind of cut down on a lot of the bad vibes when it came to people who had those soft skills to be entrepreneurs, and people who had that kind of like that wheeling and dealing personality that were kind of like always able to win just because they were, you know, good at that part of it. It cut down on those people just kind of dominating the entire game because we were all operating under the same regulations, and it was just more like understood that if you're you know, because I feel like a lot of the times people get bamboozled in those games, and it's not their fault that they got bamboozled. It's just like that's a part of the game. And then the people who are good at bamboozling, like they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bamboozle. So there we go. That looks like a rose. Is it perfect? Absolutely not. Does it look like a rose? Yeah, it does. A little bit of that good enough going on over here. Oh no! Ah! Wrong button. Okay. Whoops. Whoops. Gotta get her face center back. Why are you like this? There we go. That doesn't look half bad. I think her face is a little too like red, so let's see if we can make that a little bit less vibrant. Maybe bring the vibrance back. Oops. Oh no. Oh, I hear fireworks. Nope, they're not at my little firework offshoot. Do I have any bullets? I don't have any bullets. Sorry guys, we're taking a quick detour. I hear somebody popping off in the distance, and what that means is that somebody might be doing excavator. If they're doing excavator, they might be coming this way. And if they're coming this way, maybe we can show them what we got. I don't see anyone running around, but I heard shooting. Heck yeah. Did a quick detour. Go back to the hut. Back to the hut. Run! Back to the hut. I hear shooting! Cool. I think it's done. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna back away from it. How's it look? Woo! Go ahead and run a quick ad break, guys. I'm gonna grab some Gatorade, because I love Gatorade. We get some more warm clothing, because I don't know what temperature it is by you guys, but it dropped down to like 38 degrees here last night. And 38 degrees where I am in the Fahrenheit land is just like a little bit above freezing, but not far enough above freezing for you to be like, oh yeah, I'm comfortable. No, 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 no. Frigid, frigid, frigid. So I'm going to run an ad. I'm going to grab some Gatorade. This is your cue to stretch, to drink some water, to grab a snack, to check in with your human body and see what it might be feeling. Is it hungry? Are you hungry? I'll see you in a minute. And if you are a subscriber and you are not going to experience this ad that I just ran, this is also your time to stretch. Check in with your human body. See what might need. Do you need water? Do you need to stretch? Have you touched your toes in the past week? These are all important questions to ask ourselves as our bodies get older. Whether you view your body as a machine or a home that you live in, you gotta sweep the floors. You gotta oil the joints. I'll see you in a minute. Fur. I have these extremely fluffy socks. And I put them somewhere. I put them somewhere convenient and clever, which translates to I lost them. Oh, I found them. second. They were they were too busy shooting folks to see my message in the chat asking if they wanted any help at Excavator, which is valid. When I'm deep in it with the I'm on the Art of Rust server. This is a PvE server, so no PvP. And when I'm getting into it, even in PvE, I ain't looking at the chat. We've been drawing for 3 hours, so this is a 3-hour piece of art with 1 or 2 little quick breaks in between. I think we did pretty okay. I think it's good to download. I'm pretty proud of it. I think actually her ankle needs to be refined with the eraser. What's going on? Uh-oh. Very curious. Something is wrong. Something is very wrong. Something is extremely wrong. How did all of my controls get backwards? What the fuck? Bro, what? What happened? What the fuck is going on? What is going on? What is going on? Oh my god, what is going on? Hi, something weird is going on. All of my controls suddenly reversed and I can't type in the chat anymore, but this is my little hut. How are you?
That's a bizarre bug. I've not encountered that one.
It stopped. Yeah, it stopped letting me edit my painting, and I think it's getting better now. Let me see. But this is my little hut.
Seems like these are all yours.
Yeah. Okay, we seem to be fixed now. I don't know what just happened. I really don't. But this one.
I get the bug all the time where it won't let me change my paintings, but
okay.
I've never had one where the controls reversed on me.
So that's how it started, is I couldn't edit the painting, and I was like, and then I came out of it, and then suddenly, like, I could see through my body, and my gun was over there. I was stuck in the squat position. Like, it won't, there we go. And I was, like, walking sideways. I was like, what is going on? And it, like, reversed all my controls, and, like, my escape button no longer worked. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know. I genuinely don't know what happened, because now my escape button brings me out to my desktop and I can't talk in the chat anymore. So I don't know what happened. I literally don't know what happened. It was very sudden. I don't know if maybe
Rust happened.
I think rust happened. So up there's kind of boring. I just kind of put all the art on this wall. And then if you want to see a cool stage build, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but This was today's, and then that was the other days, and yeah. I literally don't know. This was this morning's.
Those are cool. I like it.
Thank you. And then over here, it's a little bit of a walk. Let me see if I can. Okay, I can reload.
So did you do these in here as well?
I did not. This is Slimmy. Slimmy did
Oh,
these.
that's Slim.
Yeah, and he built this.
I should have known. That's got his style written all over it.
Oh yeah. Okay, he's definitely got a really cool, distinct style. I love his stuff. He built this little building too. We're planning a music festival, like a big one for Rust, and next wipe in this server, the Art of Rust, we're gonna do. Yeah, we're gonna do like a big stage.
I met one of your teammates the
Lou
other day,
Dog.
and he showed me the stage and
Yeah.
Lou, yeah.
Nice.
I met him a couple of days ago, and he showed me the stage and told me that y'all were planning things.
Yeah, he's awesome. We're planning a lot of stuff. We're planning to do more stuff on this server too. And then this is a prototype for a concert that we're gonna bring to a server called Mandarin. So I thought of this idea for a building that was like an orange. And let's see if it resynced.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was synced when it desynced. It was synced when I logged out last night, but I don't know what happened. I don't know if somebody came in here and like, I don't know how they would have, but like picked one up and put it back down. But these lined up perfectly yesterday, and I got a video of them. But now they're slightly off, and I don't know what happened because they were lined up perfectly yesterday. But I don't think anyone could have touched them, so maybe it's just
Probably the server reboot.
probably. But
When
they
the
were
server
lined up.
reboots every morning, it
Oh,
probably glitched something.
maybe I spent like an hour.
Sometimes if you just turn the power off and back on, it
Ooh.
resyncs them all.
I don't know if I could do that. And can you turn the power generator off and on, or do I have
don't know how
to?
your power is set up.
It's just a power.
You would
It's
have to just disconnect the wire and then put it right back.
well, I'm gonna say screw that. I got a good video of it. Like screw that. I got a good
I
video.
love this idea though. It's really cool with the
Thank
the
you.
continuous, orange juice flowing around the whole building. It's
Yeah,
cool.
if you set, I don't know what time you're at, but if you do my time 3. What the fuck is going on? Which,
What time should I
Um,
set again? You kind of cut out on me.
sorry, if I open the chat window, I can't type in it, and then I get stuck there because if I hit the escape button, it just brings me to my desktop. Like, I don't know what happened. The whole game bugged out on me, and now all of my control. I didn't
So
touch.
weird.
I didn't touch anything. I swear, I didn't touch anything. So now there's gun holes. That's fine. 3. I put like just nighttime, whatever your favorite nighttime is, and then it. And it says the building's decaying, which is weird.
Wonder what it's missing.
Oh my god! Fuck! It's missing metal, which it had enough metal for like 15 days, so I don't know what happened. Okay, things seem to be working now. I button smashed my keyboard. I literally just started slamming at my keyboard, like bam, 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 frustrated style. And that seems to have fixed it. Yeah, that fixed it. Okay, sure, whatever.
Finally cooperated with you.
Yeah, I fixed it. I literally got frustrated. I was just like, what is going on my keyboard? And yeah, it worked. I don't know. Maybe I did something.
Just had to do the technician's tap, Just
Yeah.
whack the hell out of it and make it work again.
Yeah, and now it works. So yep, so this is it. And let me see. Let me set it tonight now that I can. Yeah, and I wanted to have all of these along the walls doing kind of the same thing. One of the reasons I didn't do that is, one, I need to actually buy the neon instead of begging people for the neon. And 2, I wasn't sure if that would overload it. And I knew that like it desyncing would be really dramatic. So I was working on, I did it with these kind of, but I
Yeah,
lost the
that's true.
sauce. But making sure that no matter what, the edge seams lined up, regardless of what the middle is doing. So I'm kind of like working on mastering the art of doing these try ones. But as you can see,
Yeah, that's a
it desynced in a really
that
weird
would be a
way.
good solution though. Like you said, just have the center always be the same, and just let the middle flop up and down.
Yeah. So that's kind of what, because I worked really hard on this yesterday for like over an hour, and I just like meticulously, and now it's slightly desynced. It's okay. I'm sure maybe it'll sync up again. Who knows? Who cares? But this one, see, this one, it doesn't matter if it gets desynced because of the middle. This one's kind of
Yeah,
not perfect.
Yeah, that
This
one holds up real well.
this was the last one I did, so this is when I was I'm over it. The brush
If
too.
you don't want to see the, well, I guess depending on how you want it to look, but if you don't want to see the ones that aren't currently lit up, you can see the ghost of the other frames.
Yeah.
Just do a solid color background.
Oh, okay,
and then
yeah.
You won't see any of the ghosting.
Yeah. I drew all of these in Rust. These aren't SIL'd in.
Yeah, and the neons are a pain in the ass to draw on. They're the worst possible canvas to draw on.
Yeah, it's so tiny. They need to give us a bigger brush, because like I was trying to fill in these big
You only
areas.
get 3 brush sizes.
Yeah.
You don't get any control. You don't get.
No,
and
you
technically, you can only pick a handful of. Well, actually, I don't know. Is the color picker now? I
no.
haven't messed with neon since they added the new color picker. Oh no, is it still just a handful of colors?
It's 8 colors, 3 brush sizes, an eraser, and then a color picker, which I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do with a color picker because it doesn't it doesn't dither or anything like that. So it's just kind of like, do I want to pick one of the
You
6?
can actually get other colors if you put 2 colors right next to each other and their edges kind of dither into each other.
That's what
you
I
can color
tried,
pick the middle and get a new color.
but I don't think that works with the neon.
You can also color pick the background and get black if you want black.
Okay, so it's a full screen color picker. It's not only to the canvas. I didn't know that. Let me see if this. Oh, no, it doesn't do the full screen. I tried to click color for one of
No,
the
it should
buttons.
still just be the canvas, but just if you color
Yeah.
pick the background of the canvas or
Okay.
an area with no paint, then it should give you black.
I see. The only problem is like this is the biggest brush stroke. One of the little dots is the biggest brush stroke. So I'm like, ugh, filling in the whole thing. That's kind of why I think the next time I do this, maybe I'll
Yeah,
fill them
that's a
in.
pain. What-
But
Yeah, what I've done in the past on this server anyway was I painted on one of these canvas and then I seal it onto the onto the actual neon. So it's still all 100% done in Rust. It's just not necessarily done on that canvas.
gotcha.
Their dimensions are close enough to the same that you don't really get any distortion of the image if you
Oh.
seal one of these XLs onto a neon.
Oh, perfect. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I was wondering that. I was wondering about the size between these and those. These I have, I actually just have the smaller neon behind them in the back. Here, I'll show you.
Yeah, just to help light them up a little bit.
Yeah, and I was playing with like the designs on
Yeah,
that.
it does give a really good effect.
Yeah, but it seems like it doesn't really matter what I do on this design, because on the ones outside, I'll show you, I have, on these ones I did kind of a star shape to try and make it glow only in the middle. And I feel like it worked a little bit out here. You know?
And every time I've tried doing that, it seems like I get a glow effect from like 4 points on the canvas. Like if you
Right,
drew
yeah. Like 1, 2, 3,
if you
4.
drew the neon into 4 quadrants, like right in the middle of each of the 4 quadrants of the neon, I get a light from that spot.
Okay.
It seems like no matter what I do to the neon itself, it's always those 4 spots.
Oh. That's weird. Because I see the 4 spots, but it's not like... Like, I wonder if I kind of made it smaller and then took it away from the middle, if that would do anything. I've been trying to play with it, because I'm sure that there's a way, you know, to kind of really hack it into doing what you want. There's gotta be, right? So maybe like that, and then... Well, now it looks... How did I make it look green now? That's not making sense. See, now we're just not making sense. Now it looks green.
Neons make very little sense to begin with.
What the hell is going on? Well, whatever I did, I now made it glow green. So, yeah. Rock on.
It definitely does have a green tint to it. I don't know why, but I see the green tint as well. So
Yeah.
it's not just a visual bug on your end.
Okay. All right.
That is weird.
That is very strange. Very strange. Let me get drum and bass back for you guys. I'm so sorry. Our music stopped.
Yeah, I figured out a strange effect, just kind of dumb luck stumbled into it, but I
Nice.
drew eyes on a neon, just 2 red eyes, little circles, you know,
Uh-huh.
with black centers. And for some reason, the way the neons work with the way they put the colors are always in the front and black is always in the back.
Okay.
It ends up making the eyes look like they follow you whenever you walk around the room. No
Oh.
matter where you stand, the eyes are looking at you. It's just
That's
a
really
weird
cool.
effect.
That's really cool. I'm almost wondering if I put like black in the background of this, will it...
Yeah, will it change the
Oh, now it's not letting me grab the black.
result?
Now it's not letting me grab the black anymore. Maybe... I think maybe it turned green because I got rid of the orange in the center. Let's see if it goes back green, or ungreens it if I put it back. Nope, still green.
No, it's still green.
I don't know what... Okay, that's... Alright, sure. You know what? It wants to be green. I'm not going to fight it. I wonder if I replace this one. Maybe because these were placed before this grass was... I don't know. I just never know.
Oh yeah, like it's getting a weird reflection or bounce light there. But no, that one still looks yellow. And this one does not.
Okay. Sure. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It wants to be green. Listen. Kermit here. Kermit the Frog here. Here we go. But yeah.
Just changing my time to daylight, see if you can still see the green tint. You can't really see it in daylight, but it's definitely there at night.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know what's up with that. And that just happened just now. You witnessed it.
It's really weird. Like, is there... Yeah,
Oh my
there's
God,
no
when
light
my-
source on the other side.
When my game glitched out, it removed me from my team.
Oh, that's weird. But it left the claim tag on your name?
No, it didn't. And I'm not the leader. I wanted to be the leader of it because I'm the one that's online the most, but somebody
Interesting.
else is like, I'll do it. I was like, okay. No.
When I look at you right now, it still says rave.
Really?
But when you type in chat, it just says cheese, yeah. But when I'm looking at you right now, it still says rave.
That's so weird.
All kinds of glitchy today.
But yeah. Well, I already made the concept video for this. I got like 4 minutes of me running around and then cut it together and threw it up on YouTube. I forgot to remove the locks. When I got to be real, I was getting infuriated with removing the locks off of everything I placed. I was just like, F it, I'm leaving them.
Yeah, I turned off the auto lock thing. I can't stand the auto lock. It drives me crazy.
Yeah.
I've played enough hours of Vanilla Rust that I will lock the important things manually myself.
Right. And also, I don't know, I just feel like... I feel like if somebody really wanted to grief me on this server, that's kind of weird. And I feel like it wouldn't happen. I don't know.
People do it, so...
They do?
Nah, people definitely do it. Yeah.
Wait, why are you getting quieter?
They
What is...
find every way they can to circumvent the issues. I don't know, did I move my mic a little closer, see if that helps?
I have my voices all the way up. I don't know. I think maybe it's just like my game is doing weird stuff over here.
But yeah, people definitely come here just to be douchebags and try to grief people. Whether it's TC griefing or
Oh.
building something really ugly next to your base just to be a
build some...
jerk, or if you
Oh.
manage to leave something unlocked, then come steal the clothes off your mannequins, things like that.
That's so weird. I think there's like,
Yeah.
there's fun trolling where it's like, I'm in your base, I put up a sign, I left you some bullshit, I redecorated your thing, but I left all of your original things here so you could like fix it, like haha. And then there's just like, I am a sad person who has nothing better to do with my own life than to destroy other people's fun because my life is sad. I don't know.
Yep, exactly. Like, and I get it a little bit more when it's stream sniping, if there's some of the bigger streamers that come through here every now and then you inevitably get to, get some of the trash in their following that will show up and just try to do things to,
Yeah,
to be seen on the stream.
I guess it
But
makes sense.
when there's no streams going on or anything, it's just they come here just to be jerks. So even yesterday during the tour, they had to ban a couple of people. during
Wait,
the
you got
tour
really
because
quiet again. Hold on.
They just came on to...
What is going on? I have all of my volumes turned all the way up.
Your Rust is possessed.
I mean, that's what it feels like, honestly. You keep getting quieter and I'm like getting closer and closer, like, what? I mean,
I'm not changing anything, so I
yeah.
don't know. That's weird.
No, it's gotta be my end. I'll probably have to like
My
log
mic
out
is
and
not
log in.
boom, but I moved it a little closer just to
Yeah.
help. Usually if I get the mic too close, then people complain that I'm yelling. And
Oh.
I'm not yelling, I promise. I just had the mic too close.
Sorry, I'm so loud. Yeah. I stream, but like not like that. I just stream like when I doodle in the mornings and like random bullshit go. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't do any streaming at all. I just like the lighter headset of not having,
Oh yeah.
mic and everything. I don't use a gaming headset. I use an actual like audio headset.
Nice. I kind of want to get one of those because
It's much lighter weight than a gaming headset.
right, this thing, my headset I have is really heavy, and I feel like it's slightly too small for my ears, so my ears hurt after I've been wearing it for a while.
Yeah, that was part of my problem as well. And I wear glasses, so some of them have too much like clamping pressure, I guess, and it like squeezes the glasses on my temples and starts to hurt after a few hours of wearing it. But these are nice and lightweight, so they don't really bother me much.
I have to force restart.
Other than the price tag, that bothered me, but I like them now that I have them.
Something really weird is happening. I think I have to restart my whole computer because every single program I have is frozen. So I will be right back. I'm gonna...
It sounds like you've definitely got some issues.
Yep, I'm gonna force restart everything. I've been started playing MX Spikes, and it's a really heavy program, and I downloaded a couple of mods, so I don't know if maybe that's impacting the performance. The person who helped me install it, I'll have to catch him and we can go through it again.
Maybe some memory leaks or something that are...
I think so. I got a new MSI computer, And
Sucking up all your RAM.
yeah, and I had to like rearrange which GPU loads stuff, and I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. So I don't know what all this shit means. All right, let me restart my computer. I will hopefully be right back.
I honestly don't know all that stuff too.
Me neither. Are you gonna run Monument after
Good luck.
this, or? Oh, my controllers are backwards
I don't know
again.
what I'm gonna do because I
Do you see this shit? My controls are backwards. Okay, so this is sideways. I'm going forwards. This is backwards. I'm going sideways. This is sideways. I'm going backwards. What is all right, let me restart my computer. This is getting ridiculous. This is silly. This is silly. This is just silly. Oh my god. How do I? Wait. What? Okay, hold on. This is ridiculous.
figure out how to.
Well, my control alt delete stopped working, and to me that's really weird. Like, why did control alt delete stop working?
Oh yeah, that is really weird.
Right? That's why I'm like, is somebody hacking my computer right now? They're not gonna find anything. Like, you're not gonna find. If you're hacking my computer right now, just so you know, you're not gonna find anything on this device. This is a brand new computer. There's nothing attached to it, and yep, none of my emails are attached to anything either. So, if you're hacking me. All right, let me restart. It's probably just, I think Rust glitched out, and I don't know. Hold on, I'll be right back.